video conference without a physically present quorum of the Rock Island City Council due to the disaster declaration issued by Governor Pritzker. Because of this order related to COVID-19 public health concerns affecting the state and the city, the mayor has determined that an in-person meeting at City Hall with all participants is not practical or prudent. Aldermen and staff may not all be physically present at City Hall due to the disaster, and physical attendance at City Hall may be limited. To participate remotely during the public comment or a public hearing portion of the meeting, please join by phone at 1-985-300-5612 and use PIN number 691-933-891#.
Very good, thank you. Roll call.
Alderman Clark? Absent. Alderman Hurt?
Here.
Alderman Spargettis?
Present.
Alderwoman Swanson?
Here.
Alderman Parker?
Here.
Alderman Poulos?
Here.
Alderman Geenan? Absent. Mayor Tomes?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Item number 6, public comment. Is there anybody virtually out there who'd like to make a comment? Star 6. Unmute your microphone. Anybody out there? Yeah? Not hearing anyone, so thank you. Item number 7.
Minutes of the April 12th, 2021 City Council meeting.
Poulos would make a motion to approve the minutes as printed.
Forget a second.
Been moved and second. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt?
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson?
Aye.
Alderman Parker?
Aye.
Alderman Poulos?
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Thank you. Update Rock Island. Got a couple items. Grow a Reader this spring at Rock Island Public Library. The Rock Island Public Library's Grow a Reader giving campaign is still going on with donation trees on display at the downtown and southwest libraries. This drive is designed to help crowdfund young people between the ages of 6 to 18 with an account balance a new start back to the library. The donation drive lasts until May 29th. The downtown and southwest libraries are open for inside browsing and borrowing with the properly worn masks. Public computers and inside Wi-Fi tables are available for 1 hour with an appointment. Library hours are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Cardholders with expired accounts can renew online or in person. For more information about the Rock Island Public Library events and services, visit the Rock Island Library website, which is www.rockislandlibrary.org or 309-732-READ. Rock Island Library events are also listed on the Facebook and at burbio.com, burbio.com. Summer sports camps. Get your kids active this summer and sign up for sports camps for all skill levels. Registration will be limited to help ensure quality experience for the camps. For complete information, you will find the Park and Recreation Summer Activity Guide online at www.rigov.org or pick up a copy at the Rock Island Fitness Activity Center at 4303 24th Street. Free Leaf Collection Program. As a reminder, this will be the last week for the Spring Free Leaf Collection Program. The program ends April 30th. If you are interested in continuing this service throughout the year, please contact our Public Works Department or check our website, www.rigov.org, for more information on the city's yard waste collection program. Thank you very much. Item number 9.
Proclamation declaring April 30th, 2021 as Arbor Day in the city of Rock Island. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of precious topsoil, cut heating and cooling costs, and moderate the temperature, clean the air, provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in Rock Island enhance the economic vitality of business areas and beautify our community. And whereas trees, whenever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And whereas the Rock Island is a Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation and desires to perpetuate and increase the beauty of its many trees.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby proclaim Friday, April 30th, 2021, as Arbor Day in the City of Rock Island, and I urge all citizens to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands, to support our city's urban forestry programs, and to plant trees to gladden the hearts and to promote the well-being of present and future generations. Item number 10.
Proclamation declaring April 2021 as Fair Housing Month in the city of Rock Island. Whereas we, the City Council, finds that safe and affordable housing is part of the American dream and a goal of all residents, and whereas individuals in the state of Illinois have the right to choose where to live, purchase or rent property without discrimination based on race, color, religion, age, sex, familial status, marital status, national origin, ancestry, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, military status, or order of protection status. And whereas federal and state laws affirm the right of every person to equal housing opportunity, and whereas fair housing is a positive community good, and whereas the economic stability, community health, and human relations in all communities in the state of Illinois are improved by diversity and integration, and whereas the talents of nonprofit organizations, housing service providers, financial institutions, elected officials, state agencies, and other must combine to promote and preserve integration, fair housing, and equal opportunity, and whereas realtors locally and nationally pledge to provide equal professional service without regards to the race, color, religion, sex, handicap, familiar status, or national origin of any prospective client, customer, or any of the residents of any community. And whereas realtors locally and nationally pledge to affirmatively pursue business practices that will ensure that everyone is welcome and no one is excluded. And whereas realtors locally and nationally have incorporated affirmative fair housing practices into the Realtor Code of Ethics by which all realtors must abide.
Now, therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, along with the Rock Island City Council, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2021 as National Fair Housing Month, to establish our community as an open and inclusive community committed to fair housing and to promote appropriate activities by private and public entities intended to provide or advocate for integration and equal housing opportunities for all residents and prospective residents of our city. Item number 11.
Finance Department's presentation of the fourth quarter financial management report.
Linda, again.
Alrighty, I am back again, but this time to present the financial management report for period ending December 31st, 2020. This is unaudited, as the 2020 audit is currently underway and additional adjustments are expected. The final annual report will be presented to council at the June 28th meeting. So this page of the report provides the revenues and expenses or expenditures for each fund or a group of funds. Also provided is the net position, which is the revenue minus the expenses, and the available cash. So taking a look at the general fund, revenue is reported over budget at 107%. Due to bond proceeds from the JCI project in the amount of $3.2 million and COVID-related grants, such as the local CURE grant in the amount of $1.6 million. So less bond proceeds and local CURE grant, the revenue would stand at approximately 93%. General fund expenditures are reported at 93%. In June of 2020, the general fund expenditure budget was reduced by $1,010,848 to offset the impact of lost revenue due to the COVID pandemic. The projection at that time indicated that the city would see general fund revenue reductions of at least 9%. So we'll take a closer look at the specific revenues on a few pages over. So under the special revenue section, we have the Public Library Fund. Revenue is reported at 156%. This is also due to bond proceeds in the amount of $1.6 million for the JCI project. Less those bond proceeds, revenue stands at 99% of the budget. Expenditures are also higher due to expenses related to the project. Less those expenditures, budget to actual stands at 95% for the library fund. The TIF funds are a combination of several TIF districts. The expenditures are 53% of the budget due to unspent funds in the downtown TIF at year end. Riverboat Gaming, revenue is reported at 34%. Again, due to the impacts of the COVID pandemic, the city's financial policy states that allocation of revenues received during the current year should be made during the budget process for the following year. So in other words, gaming is budgeted 1 year in arrears. The city was able to continue to pay the budgeted expenses for 2020 due to this policy. Capital projects and street funds. This includes the CIP fund and the CIP street fund supported by the gas tax. Revenue is reported at 34% of the budget due to the motor fuel tax revenue in the amount of $665,000 and a $5,000 in gaming that was not transferred during the year. So down to other governmental, looking again at the motor fuel tax fund, expenses are reported at 35% as mentioned above. Operational transfers to the CIP fund did not occur during 2020 due to project delays. The MFT Rebuild Illinois grant, this revenue represents 2 distributions received in 2020, and we have received 1 distribution in 2021 so far. The Housing and Community Development Block Grant Fund, revenue is reported at 38% at year end, due to the timing of drawdowns which were received in 2021, and expenses are reported at 56% due to delays in projects. The Debt Service Fund pays general obligation debt for non-enterprise funds with transfers from the gaming fund. Interest is due in June, and interest and principal are due in December. Revenues and expenses are on target for 2020 as all debt payments were made on time. So the next heading is the enterprise funds. The water fund reports revenue at 107% of budget, which include bond proceeds in the amount of $530,000 and FEMA grant disbursements in the amount of $44,000. Unaudited expenditures are reported at 67%, due mainly to year-end adjustments related to reclassifying debt as bond payables and capital expenditures as capital assets. Sorry if I'm getting a little too technical here, but, just let me know. The wastewater fund revenues are reported at 184% of the budget due to bond proceeds in the amount of $7.7 million. Revenue less bond proceeds are 98% of the budget. Similar to the water fund, the reduction in expenses are also related to audit adjustments for debt and capital improvements. Internal service funds. 12 months of revenue have been recorded for both equipment maintenance and engineering funds. Reported revenue is at 85% and 87% respectively, while expenses are at 72% and 91%. The hydroelectric plant revenue is related to audit adjustments at year end, which transfers funds from the water and wastewater funds to eliminate the negative cash balance at year end. Expenses at 37% are also well under budget due to the lack of revenue. The fiduciary funds includes the fire and police pension trust funds, which the city does not own. Rules and regulations of the funds are established by the Pension Division of Illinois Department of Insurance. Revenue budget to actuals are high due to the fact that the investment revenue is not budgeted. Section 125 Cafeteria Plan Fund is used to account for the employees' tax-exempt payments for health-related expenses and dependent care. And we're going to switch over to the next page. So these are the state and local tax revenue analysis. And we're going to take a look at 9 revenue sources. So as mentioned earlier, projections indicated that the city would see general fund revenue reduction of at least 9%. So income tax was budgeted at $4.2 million. Actual revenue exceeded budget at 102% of the targeted benchmark. The income tax revenue is distributed from the state of Illinois through the local government's distributive fund, or LGDF, based on population size. The replacement tax, also known as the personal property replacement tax, revenue is reported at 92% of the budget for calendar year 2020. A sales tax. Revenue is reported at 95% of the budget, while the local option sales tax is 89% of the budget. And that's net of the state administrative fees. Moving right along. Use tax exceeded the $1.2 million budget by 39%. So the use tax is a form of sales tax that a purchaser owes on goods purchased out of the state for the use or consumption in Illinois. This increase can be attributed to the increase of online purchasing during the pandemic. The next one is the municipal utility tax revenue for 2020, which reached 92% of the targeted benchmark. Okay, on this page, we have the telecommunication tax, and that lagged behind at 76% of the budget, while the local food and beverage tax revenue is reported at 84% of the budget. All right, and gaming. Gaming was significantly impacted by the pandemic. The city has only received 1.5 million of the 4.3 million budgeted for 2020. Again, due to the prudent financial policies, all budgeted expenses for 2020 were paid using prior year gaming revenue. So based on these 9 revenue sources alone, the revenue loss is close to 3.4 million for calendar year 2020. Okay, so the next report, this is the General Fund Department expenditure report. And we see that it was 93% of the revised budget. As reported earlier, expenditures were reduced by $1,010,848 to offset the impact of lost revenue due to the COVID pandemic. And those cuts or budget reductions were made in personnel at $705,000 and other operational savings such as supplies and services at $305,848. So the next few pages are investment reports. And as we talked about earlier, the city's unaudited cash and investment for the period ending December 31st is $31.3 million. And the last page. Okay, anyway, the last page provides a breakdown of the distributions as of December 31st, and there was 32% held at Illinois Fund, 23% at IMET, 22% at PFM, and the remaining at other financial institutions. So that is all I have. Any questions?
Council have any questions? Pandemic hurt the revenue, that's for sure. All right, I'm not hearing anything, so we will then move on. Thank you very much, Lindy. Must have done a great job covering everything. We're at item number 12.
A special ordinance establishing a no parking zone on the east and west side of 33rd Street, 50 feet north of 17th Avenue and 50 feet south of 17th Avenue. Second reading amended.
Alderman Hurt makes a motion to pass the ordinance.
Pulis will second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 13.
A special ordinance establishing a handicap parking space at 2049 46th Street, Rock Island. Second reading.
Spargettis moves to pass the ordinance.
Swanson will second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 14.
A special ordinance establishing a handicap parking space at 1024 22nd Street, Rock Island. Second reading.
Swanson moves to approve the ordinance.
Spargettis second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 15.
A special ordinance limiting the parking on the north side of 25th Avenue by Rock Island High School and establishing a pickup and drop-off lanes. Second reading.
Alderman Parker moves to approve the ordinance.
Hurt will second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 16,
A special ordinance authorizing the sale of city-owned property described as 3110 10th Street, Rock Island, Illinois, parcel 102-639, PIN number 1611301-043, to Deborah Neely for $800 plus closing costs. Second reading.
Pulis moves to approve the ordinance.
Swanson will second.
Second.
jump in there. Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 17,
A special ordinance authorizing the sale of city-owned properties described as 1419 11th Street, parcel 094294, PIN number 16021280004, and 1425 to 1427 11th Street, parcel 094296, PIN number 16021280025, Dorothea Stevenson of Shiloh, Illinois, for $2,531 plus closing costs. Second reading.
Alderman Hurt makes a motion to approve the ordinance.
Pulis will
Parker
second.
will second.
moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 18,
Claims. A, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment to Langman Construction Incorporated, Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $13,299.59 for an emergency water main repair at 1717 31st Street.
Pulis will move to allow the claims.
Spargettis seconds.
moved to second. Any discussion?
Alderman Parker, I need to recuse myself due to the nature of my employment.
Q, roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
4-0, motion carries.
Item 19,
Claims for the week of April 2nd through April 8th, 2021, in the amount of $520,220.68. April 9th through April 15th, 2021, in the amount of $755,099.60. And payroll for the weeks of March 22nd through April 4th, 2021, in the amount of $1,527,336.28.
Alderman Hurt makes a motion to allow the claims and payroll.
Parker will second.
moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 20,
ACH report for the month of March 2021 in the amount of $866,607.65.
Spargettis moves to approve the ACH payments.
Swanson seconds.
moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 21,
Purchase card claims for the period of February 27th through March 26th, 2021, in the amount of $45,484.75.
Swanson moves to approve the purchase card claims.
Hurt will second.
moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 22,
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the bid for the 2021 Weed and Grass Compliance Contract, recommending the bid be awarded to Finer Finish Grounds Care LLC, Newark, Illinois, for the amount of $47 per hour.
Alderman Parker moves to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Sprigetta seconds.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt? Alderman Hurt?
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson?
Aye.
Alderman Parker?
Aye.
Alderman Pulis?
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 23.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the bid for the 2021 tree trimming and removal contract, recommending the bid be awarded to Advantage Tree Services LLC, Davenport, Iowa, in the amount of $80,301.88.
Pools make a motion to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Swanson seconds.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I have a question.
Yes.
This is Alderman Sprigetta, and I don't know if this is a Miles question or not, but in the report, there was mention of dead and/or dying trees. Do we have a definition, a working definition? I'm sorry, not dead and dying, dead and dangerous trees. Do we have a working definition of what a dangerous tree is?
Public Works reviews those, and if they have a question, there's a tree expert in the Parks Department that can look at it.
One other thing to add to that is that Advantage Tree Service is headed by a licensed arborist who is well qualified to make those determinations as well. So we have both someone in-house who can help determine that, certainly flagging trees that are a problem, but then if in doubt, Advantage Tree Service can also make that determination.
Well, the reason I ask that question is I know that we have a lot of trees in the city and they all have a finite lifespan of one sort or another. We have a lot of dead and dying trees, and I believe that we do not have a dangerous tree ordinance on the books, and I'd like that to be considered by city council at some point in the future, because I know of several incidents where trees have fallen. They may have been on public-private property and may have been on private property, but they've caused a significant damage to the residents' vehicle outbuildings. And so that might be something that we could look online and consider in the future.
So planning for trees and planning for tree management is something that staff has given a lot of thought to. To be quite honest, we in CED haven't been able to really take that off the back burner lately. Without a director and without a lot of other positions filled, we just haven't been able to get back to it. But it's something that we have given thought to and have had discussions with Parks and Public Works about working together on that. So it's definitely something that's come up before, and hopefully with the new CED director coming online here before too long, we will be able to return to that and many other items that have sort of been on pause.
Understood, Miles. Thank you.
Do roll call.
Alderman Hurt?
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson?
Aye.
Alderman Parker?
Aye.
Alderman Pulis?
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 24.
Report from the Public Works Department requesting a one-year contract extension without bid to Utility Equipment Company, Bettendorf, Iowa, with the same pricing and specifications as in the 2020 contract, and authorization to purchase the cutting-in water valves for 2020 at a cost not to exceed $36,008.
Sprigetta moves to approve the one-year contract extension and the purchase as recommended.
Poulos will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 25.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the bid for 2-bolt wide-range couplings, recommending the bid be awarded to Utility Equipment Company, Bettendorf, Iowa, for $19,938.
Alderman Parker moves to award the bid as recommended.
Pulis will second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 26.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the bid for the motor fuel tax funded Blackhawk Hills Drive and River Heights Road reconstruction project, recommending the bid be awarded to Langman Construction, Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $679,835.74.
Swanson moves to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Spargettis
Hurt will
seconds.
second.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion?
This is Alderwoman Swanson. I do have a question. So the estimates, the engineering estimates came in considerably higher than the awarded bid. And so I was just kind of wondering, because those roads are really, really bad out there, if the money has already been budgeted, is there any way that more of that road could be done?
Hi, Alderwoman Swanson. This is Mike Bartels. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we are looking at extending the project. We've been in contact with the state. Currently, we can extend the contract or increase the contract price by 25%. So we do have plans of extending east from Blackhawk Hills onto Valley View Drive. Our hopes would be to go approximately to No Court and take care of the immediate, the worst area on Valley View Drive, and then maybe minimize our project from the north of Valley View Drive on Blackhawk Hills, because once you go to the further north there, the pavement condition is in a lot better condition rather than Valley View Drive. So we may reduce that from the north on Blackhawk Hills and extend east on the Valley View Drive. But we do want to increase that project by as much as $170,000 to take care of some of the additional areas in that area.
Okay, thank you. And when we do the road, do we look at like replacing like stop signs and speed limit signs or anything that may need to be replaced?
We do, but we don't do that with the contract. So once that project's complete, we'll go in there and we call it basically a facelift of any additional old signs that are in need of replacement, and Public Works will go in and do that themselves.
Okay, thank you.
Outstanding.
welcome.
Outstanding. Great. Good to see that. Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't have the opportunity to recuse myself, which I need to do due to my employment.
Okay. Thank you. Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
4-0, motion carries.
Item 27.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding the Andalusia Road city-owned property farm lease agreement with Andrew Cordick.
Spargettis moves to approve the lease agreement as recommended, subject to minor city attorney modifications, and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Hurt will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 28.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding the Big Island city-owned property farm lease agreement with Scott Dockstetter.
Alderman Hurt makes a motion to approve the lease agreement as recommended, subject to minor city attorney modifications, and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Spagetta seconds.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 29.
Report from the City Attorney's Office regarding an amendment of the ordinance entitled Commencement of Term of Office.
Alderman Parker moves to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Pulis will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 30.
Report from the Parks Department regarding a highway resolution for the closure of First Avenue between 17th Street and 20th Street on Saturday, July 3rd, 2021, from 10 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., along with a rain date of Sunday, July 4th, 2021, for a fireworks display and concert at Schwiebert Riverfront Park.
Pulis will make a motion to adopt the resolution as recommended.
Swanson will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 31.
Report from the Finance Department recommending the transfer of lockbox processing services from Promotional Support Services to First Midwest Bank.
Swanson moves to approve the transfer of the lockbox services to First Midwest Bank.
Spagetta seconds.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 32.
Report from the Finance Department regarding a budget adjustment transferring the HUD CDBG grant balances from pre-2015, past year 2018, and past year 2019 to the Community Development Block Grant Fund 242 budget for calendar year 2021, increasing it by $428,187.85.
Pulis will make a motion to approve the budget adjustment as recommended.
Parker will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 33.
Report from the Finance Department regarding a budget adjustment, increasing the Community Development Block Grants Fund 242 budget for calendar year 2021 by $67,182.75 to cover project costs for the Fire Engine House Number 5 rehabilitation.
Alderman Hurt makes a motion to approve the budget adjustment as recommended.
Spagetta seconds.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 34.
Report from the Traffic and Engineering Committee regarding a request for handicap parking space at 2022 43rd Street, Rock Island, first reading.
Spagetta moves to approve the request as recommended and consider the ordinance.
Pulis will second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 35.
Report from the Mayor's Office regarding the appointment of a new interim city clerk.
Swanson moves to approve the appointment as recommended.
Hurt will
Spagetta
second.
seconds.
Okay, moved in second. Any discussion?
Mayor, for the public's benefit, can we have the name of the new interim city clerk?
Sure, Josh Adams. He's currently the deputy city clerk and be now the interim city clerk. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 36.
Report from the city clerk's office regarding request from Greater Antioch Baptist Church, 929 14th Street, for sound amplification and to close off 10th Avenue between 14th Street and 14.5 Street on Sunday, May 9th and Sunday, May 23rd, 2021, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. both days for outdoor church services on those days.
Parker moves to approve the street closing and sound amplification requests as recommended.
Pulis will second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Item 37.
Report from the city clerk's office regarding a request from the Augustana College Office of Public Safety to close off the 3400 block of 9th Avenue and 3400 block of 9th and a half Avenue on Wednesday, May 19th, 2021, from 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. for an employee block party.
Pulis makes a motion to approve the street closings as recommended.
Spargettis seconds.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spargettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Pulis.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
We are at 38, other business. Anything good for the cause? I've got a couple here, and let's lead off. One is this last weekend, Saturday, there were several cleanups. The Beautification Commission had one downtown, and my understanding, unfortunately I couldn't be there, that they had a large number of volunteers, actually the most they've had, probably cumulative for the last several years. So that's great to see this organization taking this over. This is the first one that they've done, and that we got that kind of enthusiasm and volunteers to show up. And so thank them very, very much for that, and encourage them in the future here. Obviously, reach out to the public and city council and everyone else to help on these organizations, help in these efforts in the future. It really makes a big difference. Green Bush had one also that day, neighborhood area. And once again, thank you for their organization and that group to organize that and keep it going. It always looks very nice. And I'm not sure about any other ones that weekend, but I think there were some before that throughout the city. And we'll continue those as it goes on. So please encourage people to come out. The other is downtown. We had a grand reopening of Billy Bob's downtown Thursday. I understand they had a nice turnout of people or customers on Friday night and Saturday night. It's good to see activities happening downtown. There's a number of businesses that are open down there. Once again, they're just basically almost all are reopened and back up for business. Of course, with the COVID restrictions, we hope. What I've seen, the employees have been wearing masks and doing their part. And so we do it safely, but it's outdoors, it's been a lot nicer. And it's great to see people downtown and enjoying the beautiful weather, enjoying the businesses we have down there. And like I say, please, I encourage the citizens. It's a very fun, safe place to be. And so come enjoy it. Throughout the whole city of Rock Island, but the downtown is starting to get its life back. The downtown, I don't know if it's called task force anymore. Steering committee. Thank you, Miles, for correcting me. I knew somebody would. But they met last week for the first time under the leadership of Jack Cullen. And it was, for the most part, a meet and greet, and Alderman Parker can chime in on any other comments. But they talked about some of the things they wanted to accomplish here in the near future. Got an agenda for the next meeting to start talking about the infrastructure thoughts down there that will be, that they want to see, to be able to call him, email him with what they, how they see this, start out with this $1.5 million spent, but what their visions are and priorities. And, of course, continue to build relationships with the building owners and business owners. But I think it was well-received. I thank Bridges Catering for hosting it. They're going to move that around to different places. They're going to meet once a month at this point, but as needed. But for the most part, once a month. I don't know if that was the third Thursday of the month or something of that sort. They're looking at meeting.
Is his email on the city website then?
I don't know if it's city. He has a chamber email address, but it doesn't mean it's not on the city's site. I don't think so, but can't answer that.
Yeah, we can get it on there. It's not on there right now.
I just want to make it easy for residents to reach out to him and.
Yeah.
Mark, Alderman,
Go ahead, Dylan.
sorry.
No.
I would just add that the chamber is in the process of taking over the Downtown Rock Island Partnership website from Dory, and I would guess that Mr. Colin's contact information will be listed on the Downtown Rock Island website.
Okay, good. Yep. Also, I guess, once again, a shout out because of great citizens and business owners. The law offices, John Callis has offered up some space free of charge for Jack to be able to locate on a temporary basis until, and we heard Visit Quad Cities talked about their space, and that when that's open, then they'll move from the law offices to that open space. But both of them are doing it, basically, free of charge for the good of the city and to continue to work. So kudos to those businesses and companies that continue to step forward and help the betterment of the city of Rock Island. But great things to come. So that's all I had, just to jump in there. Anybody else got anything for the good of the cause? Thoughts?
This is Alderman Hurd. I have a couple comments here. As we're approaching swearing in of new council, I would like to give thanks to Alderman Spaghettis and Alderman Clark for their service to the city, and wish them all the best going forward, and thank you very much for your help.
Well said. We will have an opportunity on May 10th. Hopefully they attend to do that. We will have a short council meeting with the current council members there, and then we'll do the swearing-in ceremony and change over to the new makeup of the council the same night. So hopefully we get an opportunity to say our wishes and thoughts to those that are departing. Well said. Any other comments?
This is Alderman Spaghettis. I just want to thank Randy Hurd for his kind words. I was going to say a few things tonight, but I think I'll save my comments for the 10th. They'll be short.
That's fine. Look forward to it. Anybody else out there want to make any comments? Thoughts? If not, sounds like not, we need a motion to go to executive session.
Is Linda going to
Do I need to read that first?
read off?
Oh, yep, I'm sorry, yep.
Executive session, 5 ILCS 120/2, C1, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body.
Parker will move to go into executive session for the exception cited.
Spaghettis, second.
Move to second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Alderman Spaghettis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Swanson,
Aye.
Alderman Parker,
Aye.
Alderman Poulos.
Aye.
5-0, motion carries.
Thank you for correcting me. I got a little ahead of myself.